Like world's most wonderful roller coaster here. So, first of all, I don't know how much I can thank you from the bottom of my heart.
You don't need any words. We're getting it from your vibration, and it's clear.
I have known Abraham and Esther and dear Jerry, who sometimes I feel like watching us, and sometimes I thank him also for igniting Esther and making this wonderful stuff available for all of us. And I think
those were the thoughts Esther had this morning. In other words, she was getting ready and she thought, if not for you,
and enlightening our lives and teaching how to deliberately create.
Yes.
We've been reading this energy concept for about 15 years, but now we feel like we reached the ultimate step with Abraham and Hicks. And
there's no ultimate, there's no end. It will continue to evolve.
Exactly. Yes. So we just started doing the daily well-being process of blissing into sleep, doing that 15 minutes of meditation every single morning. And most importantly, focus wheeling. I'm telling especially to that two nice friends of mine who were looking for a solution. Focus wheeling is the most wonderful process of all. I haven't experienced anything better than that. It really works. I want to share with everybody. And it is the thing which really deliberately creates and brings the miracles. So thank you for all these. And then for my question,
it doesn't bring the miracles. The miracles are already there for you. But a focus wheel allows you to focus yourself into the receptive mode so that you can realize them. That's the thing that's hard for you. You think because you can't see it, it isn't there. And it isn't true that it isn't there. You think the path isn't there. That isn't true that the path isn't there. The path is there. But unless you are in the receptive mode, then you can't realize it. And the focus wheel can help you to focus in to the receptive mode.
It really helped also. Yeah. So I'm very thankful.
Yeah.
So my question, I have a couple questions. These are, by the way, all the focus wheels I've been doing so far, and just wanted to share. So
Esther has a stack of books that's about that high of focus wheels from the last year. And she fills a book almost every day because of the delight of doing it, not because things need to be focused, but because she looks at the book, the current book that she's got going on, and she sees it as her delightful friend. It's just a blank book with blank pages. But the reason that she feels that it is her delightful friend is because she knows that when she draws that circle of statement of the way she feels and then fills it in with more around it, that momentum will happen. And she's discovered, and maybe you have too, she uses her focus wheel now in this way. She uses her focus wheel to find the best feeling thing that she can think about. And she writes that, and then she writes everything that goes like that around it.
Exactly.
For the purpose of momentum of good feeling.
Exactly. Yes. Something happens, and then right now I'm trying to run to the restroom and do my focus wheel there in just 5 minutes, and then I'm up. Seriously, this really works. So so the question, I still can have some problems. So I behave everybody very nice, very kindly. I help them, I love them, I open my heart so easily. And then I get really disappointed. They can sometimes stab me from my back. They don't appreciate my help and all the support I give. So how can I attract more people like myself instead?
By never saying these words again. Stab me in the back.
I know, I shouldn't have said that. I knew that. But just, okay.
Or what were the other things? In other words, attention to what you do not want. That's like an anti-focus wheel.
That's right.
So what you're saying is focus works, not focus wheels. Focus works. I get what I think about. Focus works. Okay. You've been waving these around. Focus wheels really work. Focus wheels really work. Focus wheels really work. Focus. Focus is what works. And you get what you think about, whether it is wanted or not. Yes?
Yes. That's right. Okay. Then the second question is, why do we get into relationships? If we shouldn't expect love, interest, kindness, and appreciation.
Wait.
So why do we get into relationships?
Because it's so lovely to have an object of attention to which you can flow your love and appreciation and respect.
But we shouldn't expect from those people, right?
Well, you shouldn't need it from them before you feel it. In other words, what we want you to understand about relationships with life, with relationships with anything, you want to be a presenter of your energy, an actor, not a reactor. And so we just don't want you to need from other people what your inner being is always offering you, you see. We don't want you to replace that source that is flowing to you all the time with others who can't possibly flow to you all the time because they weren't born to be your source or your resource or your replenishment.
Okay.
It's a misunderstanding of who they are. Having someone up close to you to adore and appreciate, that's the best part of a relationship. It's not about what they give you, because you don't want to be needy.
Yeah.
It's about the opportunity to experience. Really, if we were standing in your physical shoes, this would be our explanation of why relationships are so wonderful. Because when you are with someone who understands the laws of the universe as you do, it is so much fun to witness the unfolding with someone else. To witness the confirming, compounding momentum. And so it's so fun when you've been with someone and together you've established a mood, you've established this vibrational offering, and then together you get to witness the unfolding of that. It just doesn't get any better than that. That's what a relationship would mean to us if we were standing in your physical shoes. We would never say, I need you so that I can feel that way. We would say, I like to feel that way with you, and I like the experience of together experiencing what feeling like that is.
And that's what co-creation is.
Co-creation is a broader term than that. Co-creation is any energies getting together for any reason. In other words, co-creation at its best is that, but you're co-creating with those who are stabbing you in the back too.
That's right. Yeah, I got it. So, seems like you know what's going on. So, so what should I do next? Like miracles already have started happening.
Don't call them miracles, call them naturals.
That's what my husband also. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They're not weird. They're not weird. It's not miraculous. It's just logical. Because once a desire has been realized by you, it would be completely illogical for it not to play all the way out. That's what's weird. When you give birth to a desire and then you don't let it play out because of beliefs that don't let it play out. That's weird.
So, okay, naturals for not freaking out those wonderful naturals and for keeping them coming. Is there anything special I should do? Like right now I feel like they're coming and I started experiencing.
The best thing that we can encourage you to do is to focus upon, so you have these desires that you've realized and they are in different stages of unfolding. Well, focus the most on the one that you're having the most fun witnessing unfold. Because as you focus upon what is happening in the way that you want it to, then you practice the vibration of expectation. You practice the vibration that allows the others to do the same. Focus on what is working, not upon what's slow. Focus upon what feels good, not upon what doesn't. And tune yourself to that, and then everything must follow suit. It's law. It has to.
I can feel it.
It is already. It's already following the trail of your thoughts and vibrations. Esther had a wonderful experience recently where she was engaging in some activities with someone. She hired this person to help her do some things, and it didn't play out well. It didn't play out well at all. Well, when she thought back on the beginning of it, it was a perfect match. In other words, there's no mystery in anything ever once you start noticing the correlation between what your mood was and how it's playing out. You can start out feeling really good about something and then change your mood about it, and it will change to match the new mood that you've found, because it's the dominant vibration that you've got going on. That was what our discussion about the furniture was about. In other words, started out with loving people creating beautiful furniture. The furniture went through some hardship. It was stolen, and it was hidden, and it was buried, and it was smuggled, and it was all kinds of negative things. There's all kinds of history to it. The furniture underwent many changes, and now it's having a whole new vibrational relationship with somebody who is appreciating it in a whole new way. Everything is changing all the time. You just have to decide from where you are what influence and emphasis that you are applying to it here and now.
So we shouldn't regret about anything.
Never, never, because everything that you've ever lived has given you information to help you in moving forward. And some of the things that you feel the most regret about were actually your inner being guiding you through something that was very influential in helping you to remember who you really are and what you're all about.
Thank you so much. And I just have one more question. Last question. So, is there truth in astrology and the birth charts? Like,
Yes.
can it be possible that somebody can decide for us and then we are living that life? We just don't
It's not
want to
like
believe
that.
that.
It isn't like that, but you've decided for you. And so in the same way that we are talking about how your vibrational output is turning to things. Well, you had a vibrational output before you came into this physical body. And that vibrational output determined your birth, your place of birth, your timing of birth, and everything around it. And then there are those who try to chart it and try to catalog it and in many ways distort it. But still, we cannot imply that you began once you got here in this body, because that certainly isn't true. And we will not say that you had no intentions coming in, because you certainly did have intentions coming in. And we will say that the way your life played out as you came in those early stages was really about what your intentions were coming in. And in not one case was something wrong. In not one case was something going wrong. There is and never has been and never will be any negative creation that happens from that non-physical stance from which you came. None. But when you don't understand that, it's like you can stand here in your now having an experience that you don't want, and you can blame yourself for how you got there. And that's what a lot of people do when they're standing in there now. They want to blame someone or even a past life for where they stand. And what we want you to do, instead of blaming, just take the information that's come, let the contrast help you to decide what you want, line up with that, and watch your life turn in the direction of what you are now choosing, with wisdom and precision and definiteness of purpose and personal experience. You didn't come to take anyone else's word for anything. Nobody else decided for you anything. You are the creator of your own reality. Enough?
Thanks so much.
There you go.